Prince Sam presents 10 reasons why those who walk alone have the best guidance. The globe is a huge place with many different ways to go where you want to go. But perhaps you don't want to follow the throng. Maybe you want something more. Perhaps you'd like to stroll alone. This entails taking charge of your life and making your own decisions. However, traveling alone is not simple. It requires guts and patience, and the journey can be long and lonely at times. And, while taking the route less traveled may appear scary, it can be extremely rewarding. So, if you're battling your battles alone, this video is for you. This is why people who walk alone have the best sense of direction. Number 1. Walking alone shapes your destiny. Going it alone is more than a decision. It is the very thing that shapes your path. Because when you go alone, you need to know where you're going and why. You cannot simply stroll about aimlessly or follow the herd. You must be deliberate about what you want to achieve and how you intend to execute it. And when you know where you're going, every step you take is meaningful and deliberate. You don't waste time or energy on things that don't matter since there's only one of them. They have no place in your life anymore. Number 2. Walking alone strengthens your willpower. When you're walking alone, you can only rely on your own inner strength. You can't just stand there waiting for someone to come along and grasp your hand or guide you through difficult situations. You must find it out for yourself. This makes you more motivated because it isn't about seeking someone else to cure your problems. It's not about solving things for you. It's about fixing them yourself because you want them addressed. So that when something unpleasant occurs, you have the strength to persevere and not give up. You have the ability to see things through to the conclusion. Number 3. Walking alone promotes self-reflection. Walking alone allows you to reflect on your trip and how far you have come. You have a strong feeling of independence and freedom, which helps you to think thoroughly about your situation, lives, ambitions, and purpose. When no one else is there to support you, you learn more about your own strengths and flaws. Ego or assure you that everything will be okay. You get to genuinely understand what it's like when things aren't going well, and then, when they are wonderful, it feels much better. Along the road, you may learn new things about yourself, such as new hobbies or interests. You get to develop your skills without being distracted by other people's comments. Number 4. Walking alone allows you to express yourself. When you go alone, you may genuinely appreciate your uniqueness. You also begin to perceive the world in a different light. This is because you grow more confident in who you are and what you want to achieve with your life. Your existence. Instead than caring about what other people think, you concentrate on doing whatever you want. That which makes you joyful. You don't strive to fit into the mold of someone else. You are forming your own mold. And when you're completely yourself, there's no need to pretend that everything about you is perfect, is faultless or perfect. Simply be honest about who you are. Other individuals will undoubtedly value your candor. Number 5. Walking alone teaches you to trust yourself more. When you walk alone, you have to rely on yourself and your intuition. You must have faith in your ability. When you don't rely on others to lead you, it's up to you to make the proper decisions. This entails learning to see things clearly, even when they aren't easy or enjoyable. You learn to be honest with yourself about what is best for you, even if it involves making sacrifices. Giving up something that feels wonderful but isn't beneficial for you in the long term. You make better judgments when you have a strong feeling of self-trust and self-reliance. For yourself and your future, it becomes much simpler to take risks and step outside of your comfort zone. Number 6. Walking alone promotes personal development. Going it alone entails accepting responsibility for yourself and your choices. And accepting responsibility for ourselves is one thing that might help us grow as people. If you make poor decisions, the repercussions will fall solely on your shoulders. There is no one else who can accept responsibility for your blunders or bad judgments, and if things don't work out, you'll be the one to blame. You are solely accountable for your own success or failure. Number 7. Walking alone aids in the development of self-confidence. Walking alone gives you control over your future. This helps you to see how capable you are at caring for yourself and others. How much you can get done when you take the time to plan and organize your life in a way that works for you. That's not to imply it's easy to be accountable for every decision you make and every action you do. It is undeniable that the steps you take might be daunting at times. However, the more confident you are in your abilities to care for yourself and make decisions, the better. The more smart judgments you make, the more confident you will become in various aspects of your life, such as personal and professional interactions with others. Walking alone forces you to stick to your own values and beliefs. When you're among others, it's easy to be affected by their opinions, beliefs and ideas, especially when they are well-known or respected. But when you're alone, there's no one to persuade you differently. You must select what is most important to you. This allows you to maintain your ideals and convictions even when others do not. They don't make sense to me, and I disagree with them. Number 9. Walking alone means you don't have anyone holding you back. When you do it alone, there is no one to hold you back from achieving your objectives and aspirations. You are free to pursue them at your own speed and conditions. That implies the sky is the limit for what you can do. You can focus on whatever makes you happy, and you don't need anybody else's permission or approval to do so. Walking alone makes you fearless. Number 10. That is correct. When you're on your own, you gain the fortitude to tackle whatever comes your way. You're not concerned about what may happen if you're alone. You don't have time for that type of worry since you know how powerful you are. You will be safe if you follow the rules. This may be quite powerful since taking control of your own life offers you a sense of accomplishment. You will feel a sense of independence that can only be obtained by being independent of the input or influence of others. And once you've overcome your fear of failure and rejection, you'll be unstoppable. Indeed, individuals who travel alone frequently have the best sense of direction and, as a result, the most success. Walking alone entails charting your own course, following your inner compass, and making decisions based on your own principles. It's not about isolating yourself or shutting out others. It's about taking control of your life and making sure that everything you do is in line with your ultimate objectives and ambitions. Now we want to hear your story. What was the most significant decision you've made that has improved your life? And what has been your most difficult obstacle thus far? How did you get through it? Comment below with your views and experiences. If you're still reading, you've probably felt strongly connected to this list. In such case, you might be interested in a film we prepared on the signals that you are psychologically stronger than the majority of individuals. Examine it out. The URL is provided in the summary below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that we may continue to make them. For more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell. Also, make sure to check out our other movies. Thank you for tuning in.